But a happy Wednesday to you. My name is Steve. Welcome to another outstanding episode of the Stevetendo Show. Episode 378 on the program. Tonight, we're starting a Detective Pikachu Returns playthrough. Twitch apparently does not differentiate between Detective Pikachu and Detective Pikachu Returns. So, shut up. But, if you're new to the channel, make sure to give us a follow. Or subscribe. We love that as well. But before we begin, we gotta share some Shack pets. First time never works. Second time, second verse, same as the first. Alright, the second time is being a pain in the ass. Third time? Third time's the charm. Just make sure there's nothing to update on this. Alright, let's get right into it. Of course there's an update. I prepared to not have an update. Hopefully the stream does not kick out. If it does, then I will restart. Alright, come back. Okay. I don't know why it didn't give me that option before. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, it did not kick out. So let's do it. I looked right before we started to see if there was an update. English. Apply the following display language. English. English. Story jump mode. If you select story jump mode, you can play whichever part of the story seems more interesting to you, or simply read the instruction of each episode. No, I don't want to do that. New game! I'm gonna let things get going a little bit.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk. Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Now, the two of us are still searching for him.
Oh, that's too bright.
Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Oh, man. Look at that soul patch. Detective Pikachu Returns!
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Pika? Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Wow. You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
Howard Myers.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
Slice it through the sky.
Oh no, it's coming this way! Sir, follow me. Everyone, get inside right away!
Might have to turn the volume up just a little bit.
What the heck is going on?
Could it be R?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight. It just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Okay, let me turn up the game volume just a little bit here. That's a little too much. Alright, let's try that. You know how important that hat is to me? And Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess. Let's go get it back. Huh? What's that? It's a book. At two! Over here!
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, Pikachu. I was exploring.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo?
Oh, she was in the
This girl
crowd.
looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Pikachu's like, I thought you were a schlub with no game. Now I know you know chicks. Now what do we do? That's... Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. We'll see if I do voice it or not. Oh, man. Hey, what's up, Kyle?
Oh,
Yeah, I had a... Yesterday was Sam was doing something on here. for Destiny 2, and then Monday was for the week-long weekend. Is that Pete Dove unconscious? Ah, don't touch it. Moving his Pokemon could injure it. Hey you, big guy. What happened to Pete Dove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You, get your Pikachu's Pika chatter and evacuate the area. I'm the star of the show. Fuck you! Will Butler?
I don't know.
What was the point of that cutscene? Excuse me. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated. But I can't just leave this P-Duff here. Hey, what happened? Alright, calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Let me hear something real quick. To introduce the one and only Will Butler. Alright, well then, I'm told. I got a game volume. Okay. I was hearing reverb. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Got a little worked up seeing P-Dove knocked on its ass like that. Alright, Tim. It's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me. What happened here? Oh, you're that young detective. I hate you. P-Dove deserved it. Oh, no! Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. No. What's this? There we go. It's back. Yeah, I'm Tim Goodman. This is my partner, Pikachu. I'm Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this Ordino is with the Police Department's Rescue Squad. Ordino? I'll spare you the details right now. We need to help this Pidove. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked its ass out. Ordino used to move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Ordino. Oh, hello, police officer. Chief, no civilian injuries to report this time. Copy that. Great work. You guys didn't do anything. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pete off here unconscious. You ought to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of P-Dove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, and one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright, I'll leave waking up this P-Dove to you. Pikachu, shock it into waking up. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Cool. Hey, why don't we question these other P-Dove? Sure, let's give it a shot. Oh. Alright, we're actually going to talk to them. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Yeah? What is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't got to tell you that, right? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories on how we go about investigating a case. We'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. A hell of a long time. Fortunately, P-Dove's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it coincidence. But me? I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Yeah, Pikachu, this P-Dove's gonna die if we don't do something. We don't have time to learn the ropes. Perfect, right? Yeah, I suppose. Thunder 'em! Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Alright, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon, and piece them all together to solve the case. I won't hit because it's my Pikachu? Well, that's true. Thunder doesn't work very well for me. But I would use Thunderbolt. Then it would hit. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Alright. Go talk to the P-Dove then. Sure thing. Here I go! Hey, P-Dove, can I talk to you? I'm guessing you're pals with that unconscious P-Dove. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? That's pigeon for I want my lawyer. Says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that unconscious P-Dove is just sleeping? You really love the smell of... Wait, what? What's that got to do with anything? Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it's saying. Oh, so we need to get it some food. It's not funny anymore. Wake up, Mom's gonna be mad. You'd think these P-Dove would be more concerned about your unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. Gathering there's a certain aroma that P-Dove are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some of the other P-Dove around here. Dude! Come here for a sec. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Now, if you get stuck during your investigation and see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Alright, I guess they want me to get a hint. I'm a little curious about what that P-Dove was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious. You're gonna need that. But all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get. Aroma? Sleepy times? Go away. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of no shit, Tim. This is why your father disappeared and why your uncle John Goodman doesn't want to talk to you anymore. And what if that scent can wake up its friend? That's it! If we can find that strong aroma these P-Dove are chirping about, maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot. But how are we going to find a scent like that? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. God damn, you're talkative, Pikachu. Jeez. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me at any time. If I can read, we'll get through this. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the plus button during gameplay to open the submenu. In this menu, you can save the game and change your game settings. You can press the ZL button during gameplay to reread recent conversations. Older conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. Alright, here we go! Interview Pokemon. Oh, Magnemite. Magnemite levitates using electromagnetism. A little jolt from Magnemite here might be just what the P-Dove needs to wake up. Yeah, you can't use your moves, so you'd have to ask Magnemite to do the jolting for you. Let's not go there. I know I'd use my moves if I could. Mag. I'll tell you what the problem is. We got a P-Dove that won't wake up. I was thinking one of your electric-type moves could jolt it awake, though probably only as a last resort. Mag. Oh, you'd be willing to help out? Thanks. If all else fails, we'll hit you up for an electrifying assist. Mag. Alright, we don't want to shock them. You should evacuate too, Detective. See Spearow over there. Alright, somewhere there's gotta be something that has a nose. Oh, Zatu. Oh, wow. That was not the voice I thought he was gonna have. That's Zatu. I can never tell what it's staring at, or what it might be thinking. But that's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking if it knows anything about how to wake up P-Dove. Way ahead of you. Hey, Zatu! Can you hear me? Ah! It's not saying anything. Wonder what's wrong. Woo. Oh, it wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. Oh, so it wants us to go away. It's awfully calm, given all the commotion going on. Maybe we should try asking someone else. Well, hello, officer. Aromatines? Yeah. Oh, maybe this is the smell that will wake up. Aroma? You're Aromatisse, aren't you? What are these pea doves surrounding you for? Aroma? Huh? They started flocking to it as soon as it got here? These pea dove have been following Aromatisse around. Stop what? You're asking it to make the nice aroma? Hurry up! Make the nice aroma. Aroma! Wow, it's like it's in the name. Aroma. The pea dove are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these pea dove are all drawn to a scent that Aromatisse emits. Which means Aromatisse might be able to help us wake up the unconscious pea dove. Good thinking, Pikachu. Hey there, Aromatisse. We could use some help. Aromatisse? It'll help us out if we can get these pea dove to stop following it around. Fair enough. I just hope they understand us. Sorry to ask you this, but could you move? You know, somewhere else? Thanks for thinking. Thanks for thinking it for me, Pikachu. Hey, he's a dink. He needs people to think for him. Hey, now's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Say, guess what? Pretty soon, Aromatisse is gonna go make lots of nice aromas right over there. They're on board with the nice aromas over there plan. So they'll move? Great. Aromatisse should be willing to help us out now, right? Aroma? Oh, excuse me. It's happy to lend a hand now that we got those pea dove to move. Great. Let's take Aromatisse back to the square. Okay, Aromatisse. Here's the pea dove. Please help it. Aroma! Start spreading some of that bodily smell on it.
All right. Glad that worked.
That stank worse than a skuntank's ass. Happy dove's awake. I don't know. Wow, Aromatisse's scent is nice. Yeah, but it's kind of like a really strong perfume. I don't get why the pea dove like it so much. Good. Okay. Glad you're enjoying it. Aroma? Oh man, sorry, I got like a tickle in my throat. Yeah, you were a huge help, Aromatisse. Thanks. And they're gone. Excellent work, young detective. That perked pea dove right up. I didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in the area. That's because you are a dumbass, Will Butler. Oh yeah, kind of think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. I wonder why. Well, maybe because he's the chief, bro. Alright, I'll ask you. About you, Mr. Butler. Yeah, I'm Will Butler. Keep wanting to call him Will Butcher, but that's a hockey player's name. Former Devil defenseman. Chief of the PPB. The PPB? I think I said PPB. We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Rhyme City. A Pokemon Protection Bureau. I made that up. It sounds pretty cool. So it's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon. I didn't know we had something like that. The Bureau only recently started its official operations. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with the police. So they're like the SPCA. ASPCA. Animal Protection, kinda. We were dispatched to provide security. But, well, just look at what happened. Well, but... I can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. Sorry, Butler. We were informed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Choo. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon like the eye incident, would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police's job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. Between you and me, the police officers in Rhyme City are a bunch of fucking morons. But now the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. Oh, so that's why the PPB was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? Oh, By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier. I couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? What? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. How about PPB affect Tatsuki's live stream schedule? Yep, I got it. For the record, I stream on my YouTube channel, Twitch channel, excuse me. VOD will go on YouTube. I was planning to do stuff last week, but then personal things got in the way over the weekend. And then I'm probably gonna do something this week, unless something comes up. But I'll probably hit on what was going on at the end of this episode, but we'll see. Unless the two of you can. I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice. No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. That was really more of an evil laugh. It more should have been like, yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. That was close. I thought he caught on to us. Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. You have, like, something's going on. Whoa! Ah! Eee! Ooh! Cutscene.
It's back again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir.
Yeah, not all at once now.
Oh.
It's Corviknight again. Hey! Hey, you son of a bitch! Give me my hat back! The chief went after Corviknight in his patrol car. I bet Corviknight still has my hat. Really? They drove after it? Let's follow it. Eggs? App? Those are Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction Corviknight flew off in. Let's go check it out, bro. I guess this way? Oh, Alolan Executor. Hey, Pikachu, take a look. Well, how do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. Is this like the Shack Pets app? App! Almost. Is this a tree? And it's growing here? It's kind of weird. Unless what? No. This is definitely where you can see it shaking. App. It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. App. That's odd. Doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. About you, Applin. I haven't seen any Applin in this city before. Where'd you come from? App. Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always someplace new? That seems like a ridiculous thing to do. So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and his Applin gets carried along? The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin. Apple! Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I bet that was Corviknight. Same goes for these crates being toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area.
Applin.
App. Yeah, Appu. I'm not sure how Applin would say Appu, but... So the wooden crate shook. You got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing. Friends were missing. It got separated? Then let's help find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? App! 2? Okay, got it. From what Applin said, I think it gets what's going on here. I think I get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to go get my hat back from Corviknight, we can't just abandon a Pokemon in need. Aw, Tim, you're such a good guy. Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? We'd be a better detective if we didn't care what other people said. Okay. Should we investigate the fallen apples over there? Yes, we should, because I can see an Applin already. I'd be happy to. There wasn't a tree in the way. Oh, I can't just walk around it? Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate. I did investigate that. Yeah, why? Oh, okay, it won't let me look. Alright, so we can't investigate because this tree's in the way. What should we do about it? Well, we can't just cut it down. Egg! It's not a tree, though. It's an executor.
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
Wait, isn't this an Alolan executor? Pikachu, speed up, man. I already said that. I'd never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Hanging? Why don't we ask it? Okay. He never thought to look up until now. Yeah, Tim has never bent his neck up. Egg? Whoa, don't talk all at once. How about this executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Egg, egg, egg. Oops, forgot to say which head. How about you, executor? You middleest head. Is that right? Why are you here? Egg. Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City. Yeah, I think initial response to this is that I know this is the tutorial level, but it does seem to move kind of slow.
Hey!
You, right head. Tell me what happened here. Eggs? Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand? I knew it! No, you didn't. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Egg, don't step on me! I guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well.
Hey!
Would it be better if it was Detective Raichu? And it might be a little better if it was Detective Raichu. They should evolve them at the end. They'd be like, Detective Raichu! Left head. Sounds terrible. We've got a favor to ask. Egg? Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you please scooch over a little bit? Scooch. Egg? Yeah, can you move your ass out of the way?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good, it moved. Now we can investigate the scene. Oh, This is where all the apples got scattered around. Let the investigation begin. There's an applin right back there. It's right there! Are there two in this little bundle? The two missing... Oh, they're both here? I see one blinking. That's right, there's a lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, okay?
Lin.
Look, an applin! I found one! App! Have you been sitting still, pretending to be an apple this whole time? Do you see the applin? I see one of them. Woo! I can still pick them. App, app. Huh? Patiently staying still is one of your talents? Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Or do they want me to actually check all the places? It's an apple crate. No sign of Applin, though. Well, we searched pretty thoroughly. I still don't see my hat or the other Applin, though. Where could it be? Yes. Oh, it's back there. Huh? Do you see something move behind that crate? No, I didn't notice anything. God, Tim, how are you a detective? What do you mean you didn't see? What the? Oh, it's his hat. Hi. Corvin, I dropped it? Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back. Oh, the Applin's gonna be under that hat. There's a lemon behind that rock.
This was a real pain. Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
Dude, you were just looking right at it!
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Pikachu, trade in your partner. Climb Executor.
Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Why does it have that music? I do like that music, though. Fail it? No, I don't want to fail it. Oh man, I fell off the tree anyway. Well, you know, Tim, that's gonna help me with my broken legs. No, I said I had broke my legs. Oh, he caught me. Oh, okay, I'm on the ground then. Are the Applin okay? Oh, it was a baby. Must have just been hatched. Not shiny, it's a reject. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corvin I dropped the hat mid-flight, and it just happened to fall on top of Applin. Thanks to him for doing something. He didn't do something useful. He caught me, and then he dropped me. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I got it. At the end of the day, just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
How's that stay on his head?
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
If only I could use my Thunder Shock. Then I'd kill that fucking bird.
Great work. Thank you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Hot damn.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon.
Oh, is that my family? How is this Pikachu a detective? I just don't get it. He was trained. Instead of fighting, he was trained to solve crimes. I can say something else, but we're not even going to go there. Later that
I
evening,
was so proud of you today.
Irene Goodman, Tim's mom.
You're amazing, Tim.
Sophia Goodman, Tim's little sister.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Evie abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Ha!
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
That is funny, though.
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Can she understand them then?
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow.
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she can. Check the TV. Wait, do we all... Wait, whose room is this?
Yep.
This is your first time in... Oh, they're staying with you. Okay. This is your first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophia? Uh-huh. It's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. That Corviknight surprised me, though. I'm glad you and Mom are okay. Hey, Mom.
Right.
Glad you're safe and well, Tim, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be good news, but you take that a bit too far. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Yeah, I know what they're talking about. Sorry, Mom. About Rhyme City?
Well...
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, I guess it's been about 2 years then. Man, you've stayed away from your father for 2 years?
Speaking of which...
Tim, are you getting enough to eat? Yes, stopping by the High Hat Cafe for breakfast. It's part of my deal. Axeman! Rhyme City better than Crime City. Your rhyme's shitty and I got no time for pity. Rhyme City! The High Hat Cafe? It's Pikachu's favorite spot. Oh, excuse me. It's so close now that we've moved. I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make dinner for you tomorrow night then. It's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Oh, my mom wants to cook for me. Oh, that's nice. What's that? The Hi Hat Cafe is my left foot's home. Hi Hat. These are the medals we received. Oh, they're not on my hat anymore. They're proof of all the good we've done with our great detective work.
Hey,
These are our old case notes. Yep, it's all the stuff you told me to keep a record of. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from past cases, you know? Show me what you got there. Oh, the R case. Huh? Ah, this takes me back. It was the first case we partnered up on. Yeah, R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. It was created from Mewtwo cells. When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red, and it would become enraged and violent. It was horrible. Even now, I still can't believe they used innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Same. That was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit. Man, it is so hard to keep a steady 4 pulse on the left foot while the kick foot is putting down a 5-3. I'll take your word for that, Axeman, but it does sound pretty tough. As for Mewtwo cells and the remaining vials of R, we confiscated all that stuff when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, in our final confrontation with that guy, you managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of your moves. How are you able to pull that off? Beats me. I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. That's also when I realized I couldn't use any moves. You suck! Maybe the pressure of that intense situation is how you were able to use that move. Could be. It's a possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. Okay, so that's basically the plot of the first game. I can do 8 with no problem and get laggy after a while. With 4, I always want to double up somewhere. Oh, he's yawning. Alright, so that's the gist of the first game and the movie. If you haven't seen the Detective Pikachu movie. Oh, hello. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. Cutscene? Oh, what's going on? Oh, yes, cutscene.
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Amelia Christie, what's up with your mouth?
Did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago.
I only watched the movie when I went to the theater
That's
and saw it.
alive.
I haven't watched it
We'll
since.
be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Psyduck was good in the
Still
movie
our
too.
only connection to finding Harry.
I thought it was very good. It pretty much...
Whispering to Pikachu, are you? You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really?
Oh, my mom knows I can talk to him like my dad. My dad!
It's been 2 years since the R incident.
Oh, here's the
Since
gist of the
then,
movie.
We've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
The only part the ending of the movie is a little like ugh, like you could see it coming, and then when it does happen, it's like ugh, you know, like one of those things. But for video game movies, it was very well done. I really enjoyed it when I saw it. It kind of saved video game movies, like, because they were all bad for a while, and then this one came out and it was pretty good. Rhyme City! What the hell is that choppiness? Maybe I need new headphones. Whimsical. They didn't take many shorts just because, oh, it's a kids movie. Well, they really didn't make it like a kids movie. They really went...
on seasonal wins every year.
They, like,
I
made
hear
it
they
in
can be real
like an
pranksters.
adult dark movie.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Jerks.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep. The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Frank Holiday.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
No, it's too early in the game.
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street.
Oh.
Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
Yeah, bye, Inspector Bank
Much for my
Holiday.
Coffee.
Alright, let's go, Pikachu. Wait a second, man. What for? There's no need to rush. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. And I want to get some coffee. Yeah, I guess that's true. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try and get your attention, and a Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. If you see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear what Pikachu has to say.
Tim, look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we
Inspector, then he got it.
For instance, oh, here's a good idea.
Let's get some
You
coffee.
Listen to some sage advice from a great detective like.
Yes, that I do know.
Okay.
From Lupin the Third. Follow Holiday. What are those guys doing back there?
Whoa.
Oh. Can I just go where I want? Indeed, it really helps loosen up the knots in my shoulders. Hariyama's facing off against Polyrath again. Why does he act out like this? He's usually so gentle. Is something wrong? My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength. Oh, so he's a meathead, especially when he can test it against someone else's. And since Polyrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it a rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes! Guess we better avoid that alley. You got money in Hariyama? Well, I guess we can't even check it, because they're gonna be probably like... It was so cool in Cagliostro when Zenigata actually expressed a moment of admiration for Lupin's skill. I don't even remember, like, what episodes of Lupin go with what, because whatever they showed on Adult Swim I'd watch, but that was all I'd seen. It looks like a fight. We should probably avoid this alley. Alright, so they pretty much do a good job of keeping you from going off the main path. That was the Miyazaki movie. I have not seen really any of the movies. How about a little snack? Great job, Maractus. Your dancing is so cute. From the top. They made the game cliffhanger based off that footage. Oh, really? Hey, Pikachu, get over here. Let's go. Alright. Oh, there he is.
Tim!
Like, oh, okay. Man, I wish he had known he was right there. I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way. The crime took place at the dentist residence up ahead. I don't care that I don't sound like my cutscene voice, but that's fine. Go to the scene of the crime. Oh, wait, nope. It's this way. But not animated for the game. Cut up into scenes for the game. Okay. Alright, that's not bad then. Oh, it's that guy. Look at this guy.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the great detectives.
Firefox did that too. Brad McMaster. Hello, Manectric. Man, look at that. That's like Yankee pinstriping. Brad McMaster. I see you're on the case too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. Yeah, it's pronounced Manectric, like an electric mane. But Man Critic would work too. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to get the fuck out of my face right now. Yeah, he's still a dick. I think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up. Manic. He says no funny business. Jeez, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. Oh man, excuse me. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yep. This mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis. Alright. I was not expecting that to be the first name of a person with the last name Dennis. He had a big slap hand on his side. Oh yeah, he does! Dennis Residence. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. How dare you? Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. I'm the ace detective here. He's just gotta get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Alright, Tim. Come on inside. Yeah, you get to stay out here, dick. Dennis is British or Irish? I don't know. We haven't met him. We haven't met him yet. Sanjeev? Oh, there he is. That must be him. Please be him. Thank God. I didn't want to. People be like, oh, that's not him. Why'd you assume that was him? Dennis is a boy's name of Greek origin, both a surname and given name. It means follower of Dionysus. Ah, now you see, look at that. We learn something new every day. Is there something I can explore in here? I don't want to miss anything. Oh, look at this. A nice Ho-Oh painting.
Mm-hmm.
The name of this painting is Golden Sunrise, and it depicts Ho-Oh, a Pokemon that's spoken of in legends. They say it brings eternal happiness, and that its wings shine with rainbow-colored light. Rainbow-colored light, huh? The painting sure is beautiful, and I'll bet the real thing is even more breathtaking. So, I got a couple of questions to ask. Got a moment? Man! Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's main trick. Fuck this guy. Lieutenant McMaster, not McAllister, is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room. All right, well, let's go talk to Sanjeev. The surname Dennis was first found in Lancashire. Conjecturally, the name came to us from Normandy, from the patron saint of France, Saint Denis. 1. He was bishop of Paris, but was martyred in the Decian persecution of Christians shortly after 250 AD. I should have thought France came from the 1S. France. All right, Mr.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
What? That's what he sounds like? That's not what I was expecting him to sound like. Sorry, Sanjeev. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner Growlithe. I knew it was in the Western Europe, and had it not been 2023, I would have done a nice voice for him, but then the viewers would complain, like, oh, he does have skinny legs, that I would have done a nice voice for Sanjeev, and then everybody would be like, oh, he's not allowed to make a voice like that. Fuck you, Internet. So that's why I'm not going to do it. Hi, Growlithe. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner Pikachu. I just flipped off the camera without even thinking a second ago. Sorry. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident? About the crime that took place.
Oh.
A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop. See, there are Pokemon terms that I was like, oh, it's Aura Drop. No, it's not. Diagonal striped tie clashes with vertical striped pants. I think I'm not feeling the last Stevetendo stream ever. No, this dude ain't as rich as he pretends. He does seem to be kind of like a preppy that's not as rich as you think. I'm not feeling that red vest with those black pants, but that's just me. The Aurora Drop? What a mysterious name. Magical, even. That Growlithe is so sad. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Noted testimony! Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet... Is something sticking out to you as odd? The colors between tie and pants don't work. That's true, yeah. That one's like a purple tie and one's like a black pants. See, learn fashion sense on the show. Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as a prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Oh, how cliche. Gray isn't even the same. That's true, too. Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Sanjeev, or Sanjay, I'm assuming that's Sanjeev. Why do you have a picture of that? Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels. But the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The shoes are a different shape. Oh my god, they are! The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. He has no... Yeah, he's like all over the place, but I guess he's rich or wealthy, so he can wear whatever he wants. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time we called it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. Definitely sounds valuable. Man. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. But I mean, they would have like one pair between parts. Yeah, you would think that something would match. Maybe the vest buttons match the shoes. I can't tell what color those buttons are. But he's got a jewel storage room, so we know he's rich. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. That's the only thing. Yeah, I think the buttons might be the same color as the shoes. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yeah, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Barnes the butler. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlith's neck. Oh, that's why Growlith is sad. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlith would start barking. So he's noble. Yeah, I think he's noble. My Growlith is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow a key to be taken by a stranger. Oh, she's so sad. I don't see a key around Growlith's neck right now. Because it was because they think Barnes stole it. That would certainly make sense. Assuming Barnes really is the culprit. He's planning a line of bookstores. Barnes and Noble. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is the thief. Is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me. I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large? That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Ah, so that's why he called. His name is Barnes. Monty Barnes. That's Mr. Barnes. Mr. Barnes. That name again. It's Monty Burns. Mr. Burns! So that's why he called us here. To clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. So finding the Aurora drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. I like the way Snarub thinks. Those are the two things you called us here to do? Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him, because he's the butler and he was here. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Tim Goodman! Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course. The jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. I'm not gonna talk to the Growlith? Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Something you want to try? Oh, good. More new stuff. Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective's Journal... The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. He should be a lawyer rather than a detective. Objection! Yeah, he probably should. Detective Journal? That's the magazine you're always reading, right? This TV ad writes itself. I'm a good man. Have you been hit by a car? Then you need this man. The good man. Yeah, that's the one. They research the most efficient ways for detectives to organize their case notes. Yeah, see, there you go. I will help you. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds interesting. Oh, intriguing. Sorry, Tim, I thought you said something else. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open your notebook. Oh, I was like, how do I open my notebook? How was the jewel stolen? First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we gathered during our investigation on the page below. Yeah, notes, flowchart notes. Oh, dear lord. How much will I be earning for this task? This seems way overly complicated for no reason. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our question. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. You're an electric mouse who can only say his name. How the hell do you know what a fucking flowchart is? I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right, let's go check out the jewel storage room. Alright, so what can I do? Okay, so I can't do anything yet. How was the jewel stolen? Sanjeev Dennis's jewel has apparently been stolen, but how did the culprit steal it? Investigate the scene of the crime on the second floor for clues. Alright, maybe it's not as complicated as I thought it was right away. Okay. Oh, there's Whimsicott fluff in there. The Whimsicott did it. There's a feather. Several feathers.
Oh.
Well, why would that need to be a cutscene? I mean, this is the tutorial mission. Yeah, more or less. Because the first little bit with the when we climbed the tree was the tutorial. What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor, and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in, or out. Do you think it has anything to do with this case? Look at this. One of those feathers is darker than the others. You're right, the other 6 are a lighter shade of blue. Something about this is nagging at me. Oh, am I gonna have to at some point, like, piece together stuff like that? What's in this room? Okay, they're not gonna let me. Wait, the police are investigating the room, Pikachu. What do you mean it's not part of the case? Oh, what are we... Oh, Pikachu took forever to walk over. I was like, what are we waiting for? The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holliday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead. Thank you. Jewel storage room. Well, I'm assuming they want us to look at that lock. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. What a beautiful jewel. It's so clear and sparkly. Absolutely brilliant. See, the question is, some of these games, I'm not sure why they just don't do voice acting through the whole thing. Like, instead of just cutscenes. I mean, it's cheaper, so that's one thing, but... That's why. But, I mean, if they do this, they should just have the voice actors do the lines. A fresh green color reminds me of the forest. This one's a blue jewel. It's a deep blue, like the ocean. It has a kind of magical feel to it. It's a red jewel. What a vibrant red, like boiling hot lava. Right. Oh, there's a feather in there. This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright. Don't let any details slip past you, Tim.
Let me see.
Yeah, we're checking that first. There's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to is in this room? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Wait, what do you mean it's from a Pokemon that lives here? Man. Sliced open jewel case. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. What's a bunch of cotton doing in here? Oh,
Hey,
what did he find?
Tim, check it out! Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art. Perhaps I need to give him a little more training.
Aw, his eyebrows fell off. The base of the jewelry case is firmly fixed to the floor. Yep, moving the base doesn't even look possible. This is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the Aurora drop. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case? A katana? The jewel case is still locked. Okay, so because somebody cut it open. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key. And the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room door. I wonder who has the key then? I don't see anything else worth investigating. Alright, so we found everything.
Okay,
Oh.
let's start deducing.
My master of Kendo could identify the master.
Okay,
You've probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, just from examining the smooth. Yeah, because it sliced it open. Oh, you put the foam on the case and then cut it open with the case. Alright, select begin deducing.
okay.
Okay. We have a few plausible theories. Which do you think is right? The culprit unlocked the case and stole it. The culprit actually hasn't stolen it. The culprit cut open the case. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
They did that with a disguised Musashi. Disguise! Okay, from what I've seen of the crime scene, we can tell the jewel case was sliced open. Well, thanks, Tim. Why did I have to find all that other stuff? After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open, but at least now we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yay, we made our first step forward. There was no melting? I know, I'm devastated. You understand how to use the case notebook now? Yep, once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. He's picking his nose! After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open a case and took the jewel from inside. But there's just... So not a laser. It could have been a laser. But there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? Yeah, Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The jewel storage room door was locked. The jewel was stored in this room. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. One of smooth edges if it was cut with a laser. Sure.
Oh.
The door to the storage room was open with a key, but the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right. So that means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock in the jewel case. Right, after we wrap up here. Let's go ask him. Oh, okay, I guess we're done here. How's the investigation going, Tim? Oh, Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe that they cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much, since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. Oh man, why do I have a feeling he's not going to have it? I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. That third picture is the castle from Castle of Cagliostro. I don't know what that is. I like that house picture, the fourth one. The security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes, the Lupin the Third movie. Oh, okay. Like I said before, I wouldn't know any. I've seen probably like one of the Lupin movies, but I wouldn't know them in order or if I was watching them at all. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room, but only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really? I thought I might be getting in the way. I'm glad to hear that I could help. The Aurora drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. A symbol of revival. Let's ask Dennis about that later. I remember that movie because it was used for the game. Oh, okay. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get into the storage room. And the only person who has access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead? In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, notes, flowcharts, check. We can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion to hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you when we talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, buddy. Now that we've got our first steps figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away. Now the question is, can I begin deducing and then go back? Okay, we are not ready to deduce yet. Alright, let's see, is there anybody left up here? Alright, let's go down. Let's see if we can talk to... Who the hell are these people?
Man.
I see.
I take you've heard from what Mr. Dennis had to say. I'm guessing he also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. It sure seems that way. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thanks. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. He's right. We should take this one step at a time and gather our own intel. I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Ooh, Kyle's playing Animal Crossing. I haven't played Animal Crossing in years. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction. He doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal the jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty. I hear that the Aurora drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. Barnes got a girl in the family. Maybe he does. Then there must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. I'm sure he didn't do it, because it would be too cliche if the butler did it. Inspector Holliday, I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but you want to ask me about Harry? Yes. Do the police have any new leads on my father's whereabouts? What better double twist, though? That's true. What a twist! I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any developments on that front. Oh, well, thanks anyway. I still don't understand it myself. Harry was working in the R case when he went missing, so it stands to reason that if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too. But the case had been closed, and we still don't have a single clue. Seriously, where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, and I did get away with it thanks to that meddling kid. Look at how far you've come in the last 2 years since you moved to the city. You've become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever I can help. Wait, is that what that's I'm offering? Help. I'll keep offering whatever help I can. Okay. Alright, so should we go? I want to talk to the Growlithe. It's Dennis's partner, Growlithe. She sure doesn't look happy. Apparently, she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Why? What? Alright, well, I guess... I don't know why they wouldn't let you talk to... What makes the Aurora Drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who'd been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By the time I already had the Aurora Drop, I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. Are you Kaijumon? In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. By aura? That's incredible! I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Also, a ton of people have seen it. It sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop? But why donate something so precious to you? You have an intelligent dog thing and doubted magic existed. Well, Pikachu said that. Pikachu said that there was magic. Sanjeev didn't say that. It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. Oh, I thought it was about time I did mine. You're a Pikachu, and Pikachu did. Yeah, you're right. So I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so, I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. Pika! That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Uh-oh. Oh? Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. Dude, I'm a detective. You are leaving out vital evidence. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible. Understood. Alright, let's go talk to the woman first. Let's talk to the chick.
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Claudia Dennis. How the hell did this guy get a decent looking woman like that? Oh, I guess because he's rich. There you go. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives, we know who she is. Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? Milosh? My husband? Your husband? Seinfeld reference for all you people out there. That must mean you're Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's what? Why do the cutscene that says Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev Dennis's wife, if you don't are gonna waste time to say that? I bet she pronounces her name Claudia. Oh god, she does look like that, doesn't she? I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. What a bitch! I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all this, so the matter's settled. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound just like my husband, but nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Oh, Chloe like clown. Oh, Claudia. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime? You look as though you don't believe me. Well, now we're going to talk to you. Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. Oh, way to loosen your grip. But I did witness some irrefutable proof. Yeah, what? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. It wasn't Ducklet, probably. We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room, so those were Ducklets? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. A metallic sound? Do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't, but the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act, and I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in that room. You released evidence to the suspect. I guess we did. That's why he's not a super detective. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of a flying blue bird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy if you ask me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. And hurry up and find whoever is. Man, I get she's pissed, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much? I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. How long have you been married to him? Oh, much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev, even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. That lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia is not a huge fan of Barnes. Thanks, Pikachu. Do you think that's why she's so sure he's the thief?
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with a jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
The Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told me the same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend how valuable it is? Huh? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of this jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City? So you're against donating the Aurora Drop? Oh man, maybe she did it. Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Or maybe she had the key. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Hey, Clefable, tell me what's going on. Fable! Wait, all ears for mansion gossip? Fabe? Oh, it's Clefable, Mrs. Dennis's partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions? Fabe. Whoa, what gives? No. No need to be so rude. What's wrong? It seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive about the incident here. Who's this guy?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner. Newest staff member of the Dennis residence. Wait, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's... Wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry. My name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... You really don't have to be so formal with us, man. I'm like 20-something years old. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. We're from the streets, dog! And I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know. This guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his abilities to do his job, let alone anything. Anyway, you wanted to ask me about what happened? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Dude, I'm a detective. You speak to me, too. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere, and I blacked out. Something attacked him? So not the thief, then. Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Sure, no problem. About the crime. Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw a ducklet fly out of a second-story window. Now, I was trying to ask where you got that stylish He-Man pectoral strap. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the sofa and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon? It's not a lie. It's not a tie, it's a cravat. Not suspenders, not a bolo. A red Pokemon, do you know what kind it was? I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast. I see, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said, too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So, Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? We need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window, and that red Pokemon, too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Unfortunately, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue? Nothing in particular. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him, and I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great coworker with tons of experience. I mean, if you've known Barnes before all this, you could never imagine him being a thief.
Excuse me?
Do you know anything else about the stolen jewel? The Aurora Drop? I've never seen anything. I've never even seen the thing. It's been Alright, let's try this again. It's been shut up in that storage room since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. Oh, what sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis said he's going to donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night? Must really be a point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? What was that noise? Oh, Mr. Barnes. Okay. Now then, Mr. Barnes, well, thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. This guy? Brandon Barnes. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? Ah, my apologies. I am Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Why are people suspicious? Because they know they're evil. Thank you. What would you like me to speak about first? Time of the incident. I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora Drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who could corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about, and the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon. Oh yeah? So I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Yeah, me and my boy Pikachu are gonna go talk to them. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Okay, so him and Dennis are the only ones that can open the door. Growlithe guards the key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances. I bet Mrs. Dennis took the key. But I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Aww. That's Ducklet with you there? What's around its neck? Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers, simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever, and even light blue, and even helps me out with my work. I was thinking the same thing, that they don't really match. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. There was one dark blue. We're going to go back up and look at that and see if we can get into the other room anyway. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. It's really no problem. We'll charge that a second. Whoa, that was weird. Did that kick out my speaker sound? You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? What exactly do you do, Mr. Number 2? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans? Oh, we can't stay mad at her. There's a place nearby called the High Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it? She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the High Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today. In fact, but she hasn't returned. Oh, I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it. Those were not all hers. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in a crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight.
Yes.
Oh, god damn it. TJ Ducklet was a pretty good receiver out of the backfield. Out of all the jewels, it had slow acceleration though. He could fly. Fly like an eagle. Oh, TJ Duckett. Okay, I was like, why I couldn't put that together though. I remember TJ Duckett. I was like, I could not figure out what the name of the actual running back was. But I knew, I just couldn't remember. Or receiver, whatever. But I remember TJ Duckett. Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considered the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. My precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. Then why would he want to give it away? I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. Successfully downloaded update data to Scarlet? What updated? I'll have to check that. Interesting. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop. I beg you. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case. Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness. About that, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh, right. Maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly. Alright, let's go talk to Growlithe. Hey, Growlithe. Sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but it would be alright if we asked you some questions. Growl. We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help. Growl. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji? Okay. Sanji? Growlithe's nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh, right. His full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? About you. Gotcha. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion, and we already know the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. Go! It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. Go, go. She says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. Damn, he only caught 3 passes from 15 yards. Oh, really? Huh, 3rd year. This guy, he must have got hurt or something. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the 2 of us are going to crack this case.
Well...
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? You don't know because you were napping. Well then. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Oh man, somebody drugged the dog. Ha! Been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? Oh man, did somebody drug Growlithe? Yeah, I can tell you're upset. Or did somebody overfeed her on purpose? You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. 12, 16, 13... games, 9, 11, 3. Oh man, jeez. Woof. She says Barnes is a kind of well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. And Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that can help us prove Barnes' innocence. Only one left to ask. What? You think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Yes, really. Come on, you can trust us. Yeah, help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. So you're willing to talk to us, thanks. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis. About you.
Hey,
Do you have a job here at the mansion? Hey. Ah, no job, per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Hey! Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. Faye. Uh-huh. So Claudia's always arguing with someone or another? But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? Ah, I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Why, you're actually pretty nice. I bet Claudia is really important to Mrs. Dennis. Did anything strange happen today? Clefable's saying she got real sleepy when playing in the mansion this morning. Oh, somebody drugged her too! Faye! Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him? Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. Faye. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta be. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then, Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Which is what Turner said. Oh, Barnes said. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor.
okay, let's start deducing.
The police suspect Brandon Barnes is the culprit. Begin interviewing the police. Okay. Alright, we got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we can come up with. Barnes may not be the culprit. He returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred. When Barnes returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Larry Turner cry out, so it's highly unlikely Barnes committed the crime. Barnes may be the culprit. He has access to the key. Barnes is the only one aside from Mr. Dennis who had access to the jewel storage room key. Barnes doesn't seem like he would betray Mr. Dennis. Would Barnes really betray Mr. Dennis? They've known each other a long time, and Mr. Dennis trusts Barnes implicitly. I think we're gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Okay. We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. And Growlithe said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't have done it? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one will believe us. It looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. Barnes has an alibi. We can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that witnesses saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. It's probably a Scizor. It makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city to get some leads on the red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? It seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel thief. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head to the city and look for her.
Okay.
Alright, we'll go to the cafe. For this episode, we're going to try and finish this first case. Oh, cutscene. Lillipup's partner. Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's not hard not to want to help someone. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us this city's great detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have time. Right, first let's hear what she has to say. During your investigation, people in Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people in Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check this list at any time by pressing the Y button. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessarily problems. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My Lillipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. Serenity now! I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him and now I'm exhausted. That police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. We can't just ignore this. That's right, helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more. We'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people and Pokemon. Really? That would be a huge help. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup. If we see a Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Lillipup loves to go for walks. When his partner took him outside, he suddenly ran off. Mailbox. Oh, really? Let's ask about Delcolate first. Okay, I get it. You didn't see her.
Hey.
Have you two seen any red Pokemon around here? Oh, Pawniard is red, and you've recently become friends with one? Pawniard? It's a Pokemon blades all over its body. And it's true that Pawniard's pretty red. You often run into Pawniard at the terrace in Serenity Park, and on windy days you play with Pawniard by picking it up and flying it around. They said they like to fly Pawniard all the way here from Serenity Park. Serenity Park is the big park just beyond here, right? Yeah, and the terrace is way over on the far side. Maybe we can find Pawniard there. Oh, lately you've been playing together every day? Even today? In that case, we might be able to find it there now. If we go meet Pawniard, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock. It has a favorite rock? Apparently, there's a rock at the terrace that Pawniard really cares about. One time they accidentally stepped on it, and then Pawniard got mad. Real mad. Well, that's scary. We better watch where we step. Is this cotton yours? Yeah, the Whimsicots say it's theirs. So the Whimsicott probably flew Pawniard through the window. We actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Come on, you gotta remember at least that much. Oh, this one does remember. What did it say? It thinks it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends. It thinks so? That's not a very clear answer. Yeah, let's ask for more detail.
Hey.
You said you might have been in the mansion? But how'd you get inside? You went in through the window with your friends. Why would you do that? You don't remember anything after eating breakfast this morning? The heck does that mean? Please, it's really important. Just try to remember. Some human you don't know asked you to do it. What was this stranger like? You don't remember because it was someone you'd never seen before, huh? Now look here, you might be an accessory to theft. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Oh, you ride on seasonal winds that take you all over the world, huh? The city seems even livelier than usual whenever the whimsicott arrive. Oh, okay. Soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else? Oh, you like coming here every year because you can meet so many different Pokemon? I'm happy to hear that. Alright, let's... Oh. Did something happen? That's classified. Okay, let's talk to Trubbish here.
Trub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
Oh.
It ran down this street, right? Let's follow it. I just hope we can find it. Alright, you know what? We're gonna look for Ducklet by the cafe. Inkay. Little jump scare. Whoa, I knew I saw something. It was a Pokemon. That's an Inkay, Tim. It lights up its spots to communicate with friends. Never figured it'd use those lights to lure someone in close enough for a prank. Yeah, it definitely surprised me. Hey, Inkay, maybe go easy on the jump scares, okay? Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we're at the cafe. Oh, that's must be the police chief of...
Tim!
Rachel Myers, student at Rhyme University. Oh, she's
Hello
a college girl. Jessica Miller. Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. I remember. Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter. Right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate? Or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you talk about actually having fun with people. Ah, well, anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? Yeah, what? No! Aw, no need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. You first.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Come on, Tim, you can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me. No way. I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Woo! Excuse me? Does that mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. It feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Ah, right. Did you get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim? Shut up.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
The Synesthete cup over there.
Yeah.
God, you were such an awkward kid. I see news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. Celebrity? I wouldn't go that far. No need to be modest. You're a great detective after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Wait, how old is this woman? But it's been a while since we met up like this. About 2 years, I think. We've been both so busy lately, there just hasn't been any time to get together. I had no idea you'd become friends with the famous great detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Alright, did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great, I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be waiting. Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's about something going on at home. Sounds serious. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. Don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we can meet up tonight if you're free. Whoa! Sure, that works. Thank you, Tim. Okay, then how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Whoa, man. He's moving pretty quick. Come back to my place. But aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Yeah, but this sounds serious. I can't just brush her off. Least I can do is hear her out for a bit. Fair enough. I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim,
Dude, really?
Tim.
Oh.
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
At work they say if you don't know what to do, just ask Slow King. Contrabass. Contrabass. Stop it. It's Pablo's piano. I doubt he has much time to play it when the cafe's busy.
Let me see. Well?
Conga. Boom, 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 ba, ba, ba. Alright, Ducklet. Hey, Ludicolo, let's talk to you. You look pretty cool.
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Milan, owner of the Hi Hat Cafe. Why has he got, like, this is relevant to my interests. Ludicolo. Why does the cafe manager have a tier of, like, the Tears of the Kingdom secret stone around his neck? Hi, Tim. Did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. Oh, sounds rough. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Me? Sure, go right ahead.
Excuse me?
You must have been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Yeah, feels like things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Why don't you pick up my tab? Not at all. The cafe is way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the Hi Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Hey.
The butler from the Dennis Mansion. Yeah? He swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work. Barnes is a regular customer? Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, and we've got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. He's been really stressed, huh? You should probably ask for more details about that. Stressed? Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? Oh, well, I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matter. Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake. Ah, so this is for a case, huh? I guess I better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently the Dennises had a difference of opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them, but he said he would just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. That does sound stressful. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. Oh, did he steal it? He wished there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know.
Excuse me?
Do you know the ducklet that lives at the dentist residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon, just like Barnes said. She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple of minutes ago. Really?
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you were a bartender, not a doctor. Yeah, there's no patient confidentiality. He's a bartender. He's a barista, actually. Didn't Ducklet go to the High Hat Cafe to buy coffee beans? Yeah, apparently she goes there on a regular basis. Today was one of those days, and Pablo said that he handed Ducklet her usual order of coffee beans. So I guess Ducklet headed back to the mansion. She might be back there already. I don't think we have enough for that one.
Okay.
Let's talk to Milcery, see what we can find. Man, there is a lot of, like, deduction that you have to actually do in this. Alright, let's talk to Ludicolo. Do you think she might know something? You know, let's ask about Ducklet first. Have you seen Ducklet recently? She says Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about it, apparently. That very moment at stately Dennis Manor. You say you've got an ear for rock now, not just jazz? Apparently a Politoed and its friends put on concerts here at night. And you really love that music, so that's how you went from what did I say, jazzes to rocker? Yeah, okay. I'd love to hear Politoed's concert. Just want to talk to...
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna meet Rachel back at our apartment later tonight. And probably have dinner with her and our family. Alright, so now we gotta find Ducklet, so we're gonna go to the park. Recap. Oh, is the park just the place with the fountain? Oh, there's the Lillipup. Did someone say walkies? Say Pikachu, isn't this? Yeah, it's Lillipup. It may indeed be the partner of that woman we met in front of the dentist residence. Let's ask. Hey there, Lillipup. What are you doing way over here? Pup! I see. Apparently he was having so much fun running around that he wasn't paying attention to where he was going. Next thing he knew, he was here. Just like that woman said. Yep, that's her Pokemon. He says he misses his partner. Okay, we're gonna go tell her and bring her here to you, Lillipup. Lillipup, I'm so glad you've been found. Pup, pup. Thank you so much for finding my dear Lillipup, Detective. You're welcome. I'm glad we could help. You ran away because you weren't getting enough playtime, didn't you? Alright then, we can play together as much as you'd like today. Guess that's settled. Yeah, it was nice to see them both so happy. Alright, what is the... Alright, so there was nothing... Alright, so there was nothing here. You know what, let's talk to these Pokemon. Oh, okay, we can talk to Watchog though. What are you up to? Chog. Watchog's hobby is observing things around the city. In that case, maybe it's seen something useful. Can't hurt to ask. Oh, you never get bored in this city because there are so many different people and Pokemon to watch? Must be fun having eyes like yours, especially since you let they let you see in the dark. What, really? What's it saying? You gotta tell me. Right, sorry. It says it saw Ducklet pass by here. If she passed by here, she was probably on her way to the cafe after all. Well, we know that already. Dang it. Oh, it's another quest. This boy looks pretty down. Sorry to bother you. Is everything okay? Oh, you're the detective in Pikachu I saw on TV. Soccer boy. Find a practice partner for this soccer boy. I want to see if there's something past the cafe.
Whoa!
Alright, well I guess there is something past the cafe, but we don't need to go down there yet. Alright, we can't do anything there yet. Alright, I guess we'll maybe go back to the mansion? What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. What happened? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now, but when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Also, Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion? Do you know where she ran off to? Unfortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call on the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station. Yes, sir. Alright, I guess we'll ask her which way they went. Well, Brad and Manectric are gone, but still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have run off to. Where would we even start looking? Well, what now? Should we put the search on Ducklet for whole of Ducklet on hold for now and look for the red Pokemon? Yeah, sure, that's better than just spinning our wheels. Okay, that goes back into the mansion. Is there something this way? Oh, there is. Oh, here's the park. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty big place.
Mm-hmm.
This place is... Yeah, exactly. This place is huge. Terrace is on the complete other side. Damn it! Oh, owner. Oh, Raboot must be the Pokemon for Soccer Boy.
Raboot.
Oh, it's a Raboot. What are you up to? Raboot? You're just about to do some dribbling practice here? Dribbling practice? Yeah, Raboot are really good at that kind of footwork. They're always practicing. In that case, Raboot might be willing to join some soccer games. You're right. This one says it's got some really impressive techniques. Hey, Raboot, I know a kid that'd love to kick a ball around with you. Got some time. Oh, that's 2 quests down. Raboot, those eyes, they look really fired up. This Pokemon's the coolest, Mr. Detective. Try talking to it. I'm sure it'll be willing to practice with you. Hey, Raboot, want to play soccer with me? It nodded. Thank you, Raboot. Let's get this practice started. I guess soccer players don't need words to hit it off. Soccer boy! Alright, let's go this way. Talk to Lickitung. What a long tongue. Oh. Oh, come on, Lickitung stopped? Again? She keeps getting distracted. I don't know from what. Oh, Red Bombi. Oh, look, a Red Bombi. Red Bombi mix pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. It sure seems busy. Sorry, Rabombi. Who's this dude?
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles Murlock.
I am such a huge fan of yours!
Oh dear, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. A scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the city council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. This guy's intense, and he seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means, fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goal. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Thank you?
Excuse me?
What sort of research are you doing, Mr. Murlock? My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. Sounds complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that'd do for Rhyme City. It'd make life here so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh? That really would make Rhyme City an even better place. Don't you think?
Excuse me?
I guess they only had them record, the one line. What exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose new legislation. What I can do, though, is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science.
Oh,
cutscene.
Can I ask you a favor, Pikachu?
No.
Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
No. No.
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh, it's detecting caffeine. Well, that's true, because I drink coffee. Pikachu drinks coffee. Hello, Mr. Murloc. Oh, do forgive me. He's quite alright. No problems at all. I suppose his triglycerides are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? He does seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu, though. Huh? Is there something weird about me? Well, now you've finished your checkup, I think we better get going. Ah, yes, sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Come on, Pikachu, stop sulking and let's go. High triglycerides. Phalanx. Dumpster. Oh, that must be the rock. Oh, it's the lady in the Lillipup. Link. There sure are a lot of amazing Pokemon around. These ones are so well coordinated. Okay. Thanks for your help before, Detective. I decided I'm going to spend all of today just playing with Lillipup. What the fuck? He returns! You know. Who's this guy? What a neat formation. It's mesmerizing to watch. That must be where we have to go. Someone seems to have planted a tree right in the middle of the path. Such an inconvenience. Lady, that's a pseudo-wudo. Where have you been? You planted it? Well, I was just thinking this was an odd place for a tree. Oh, he just walked off. Okay. They look nothing like a tree. They look like a little tree. Tree. Don't hurt Pseudo-Wudo's feelings like that. Adorable Deceiver, Purloin. This Pokemon is being awfully friendly. Oh. This is a fountain for Pokemon to drink from. Mizarina really loves the water here. Alright. Now let's go to the rock. Or, wait. Oh, okay. Yep, I figured it would be a cutscene. Charge my control. I'll charge it, don't worry.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
Uh-oh. Hey, Tim, what are you thinking? I'm pretty sure that window is the one in front of the jewel storage room. A Pokemon capable of flying could go straight into the mansion from here. Yeah, if our thief was getting help from a Pokemon, this would be the perfect vantage point. This is where the Whimsicott usually meet up with Pawniard, right? That's what they said, but I don't see it anywhere. If it was here earlier, maybe it left some kind of sign. Well, Pawniard are known for their blades. It's not much, but it's the only lead we got. One of the rocks was all ripped, charred, like, destroyed. Oh, and here's some Whimsicott cotton. Okay, that was Whimsicott, and there's the rock that clearly is what Pawniard did. What's up this rock? It's covered in gashes. Has something been scratching at it? Those gashes look like they were left by something sharp, like a blade. I doubt a human would be strong enough to make clean cuts like that. Oh, what, really? Nothing? Oh.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Did you figure out where the red Pokemon is?
Okay.
We did find a rock that was covered in slashes, as if it had been cut by sharp blades. Maybe those slashes were made by Pawniard. It's definitely the rock that the Whimsicott were talking about. So if we go to where the rock is, we might find Pawniard. Alright, let's go by the rock. Can you think of any way to draw Pawniard here?
Oh.
Alright, hold on, let me unplug my other controller that I have here. How's this? I just hope it's actually here to see it. Oh, we just... Holy shizba! Oh, it's coming to Pikachu! It's Pawniard! Just like Whimsicott said. Pawn. Okay, it's saying, darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What's the meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy. Wow, it's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We're not trying to mess with your rock or anything. Whew. Thank goodness. I said it'll forgive us, but just this once. You want to know why we're looking for you? Fair enough. Good night, Kyle. We're going to be wrapping up, hopefully soon, because I would like this first case to be done. So you've been traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood? I'm sorry, did you say journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. It says that because... Are you planning on streaming on Chichuki this week? Possibly. I'm not sure what... If I do, it'll either be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be spooky, or if it's just going to be shiny hunting in Pokemon. We'll figure it out. I will tweet about it, and I'll post it in my Discord. If Pawniard is that proud of its blades, I bet they have razor-sharp edges. I'm going to try and get a couple of things up on YouTube as well. Well, I'm not sure if they're going to be scary either. We'll see. Pawniard says it never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. Good point. You could cut something with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. Yeah, on second thought, you'd wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Pawniard. Are there any other Pawniard in the city besides you? What's it saying? Apparently it's never seen any other Pawniard. We heard from some Whimsicott that they went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one who went there with them? Ponder's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott. How did you get inside the mansion? Apparently Ponder likes to get picked up and flown around by Whimsicott. So you think you might have gone inside the mansion that way? Did you happen to cut a jewel case when you were inside that mansion? So you can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur. This is important, so please try to remember. It says that its mind feels all foggy, but it just can't remember what was going on at the time. That sure makes things difficult. Have you seen Ducklet around lately? It hasn't seen her. Great. Where could Ducklet have gone? It's asking if we're done here. It's planning on cutting rocks and things to sharpen its skills and blade. Cut rocks? Wow, would it be willing to demonstrate? Oh, good idea. It would be a big help to see what a cut from a poniard looks like. Cutscene! Whoa!
Awesome.
This clean slice and the metallic sound Poniard's blade made when it made contact, it all matches with what we know of the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Poniard. But neither Whimsicott nor Poniard remembers clearly. What's up with that? I can't imagine that the Pokemon are lying. Their behavior was pretty unusual, but there must be a good reason for it. We've looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere. The search for Ducklet appears to have gone cold, and she could have important testimony to share. Consider the clues at the scene of the crime to deduce how to find her. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Let me see where this saves. Double playback speed. Whoa, that was weird. Alright, so let's go back to the mansion. Whoa! Who's this? How wonderful to meet you, Detective. Seriously, it's an honor.
Yes.
Yes, nice to meet you. Can I help you? Or, huh? Do you really not know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal on the Rhyme University campus, and I know you go to school there too. Know anything about this so-called big deal, Tim? Not that I can think of. They call me the quiz professor. I'm actually still a student, but that's what they call me. And this is my partner, Toucanon. Toucanon. Alright, that's not what the anime voice was, but that's fine. So you're, the quiz professor? That's me. I'm majoring in Pokemon studies. God. What is that, like, is that like sports management? I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz all sorts of people. That explains the nickname. This quiz professor is definitely on the eccentric side. I'll admit you got me there. Pikachu doing detective work? It's pretty eccentric too. Alright. Quiz time! Alright. Lick a tongue. Let's see if she buys that. Oh, what do I have to go find it again? Really? God, that's annoying.
Yes.
Oh, purloin. All right, I think we're gonna get back after we finish this quiz show. We're gonna go to the mansion and we're gonna save at the mansion, and then we're gonna wrap up for tonight. Stole my pen. Asshole.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, look at me solving all these quiz questions. Quiz you later. I guess we didn't have to do that right away, but whatever. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the mansion. Interview the Pokemon in the mansion. I think that maybe... Let's at least go inside. And see if a cutscene doesn't activate right away. Oops, wrong one.
Hey.
No, sorry, Pikachu. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I pushed the wrong button. Alright, so I think that's going to do it. If you're new to the channel, make sure to give us a follow. If you want to subscribe, we would love that as well. Let's go back to the title. I'll do the Shack Pets ad in just a second. Tonight's episode, I'm dedicating to my grandfather who passed away this week. He was dealing with dementia. Unfortunately passed this week. So tonight's Stevetendo show is dedicated to him. He will be missed. I mean, he's not suffering anymore, so... But, now he's in a better place. So, tonight, the episode of the Stevetendo Show, episode 378, dedicated to my grandfather. We miss you. But yeah, we did the same thing when my grandmother passed away. I dedicated Mega Man 3 episode to her. So now tonight, I just felt like just wanted to get something different out of the way and play something fun to lighten the mood a little bit. But with that, let us share the Shack Pets, do the Shack Pets video, and then we'll wrap up for tonight. I think that's a good place. You know what? I'm going to check the jump story mode in just a second. But anyway, we'll be back next week at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Monday. I think what I said in the article was Pikachu was going to be Monday, something was going to be on Tuesday, and then more Paper Mario on Wednesday. Story mode, you can play whichever part of the story seems more interesting. Okay, we're in the middle of that, so we're not going to do that. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think Pikachu will be on Mondays as long as this takes. I don't know what we're going to play on Tuesday. Maybe we'll do something Halloween-y or something. I don't know. And then Wednesday will be more Paper Mario. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to give us a follow. Want to subscribe? We would love that too. My name is Steve. We hope to see you in the next one. Laters! Have a good night.